Hello YouTube, I've got another high ELO ranked game here with the teams being Jayce, Shen, Twitch, Kha'Zix, Janna versus somebody who hasn't loaded yet, which is unfortunate, Ashe, Fizz, Blitzcrank, and Udyr. So it looks like the lane matchups are going to be Jayce versus Udyr in the jungle at top lane. It's probably going to be Shen versus whoever hasn't loaded yet. At mid lane, it's going to be Kha'Zix versus Fizz. So Jayce is going to be that top lane for blue team most likely, and at the bottom lane it's going to be Twitch and Janna versus Ashe and Blitzcrank. So kind of interesting as far as summoner spells goes. Nothing out of the ordinary. Jayce is running Ghost instead of Flash, which I find mildly amusing, and we do have a no escape Fizz, but I don't find that's scary because ReginaId is a very good player. He is the person that I recognize the most here. I feel like aePheva is another one, and maybe Atomic 57, but all of these people are relatively high ELO. You can see that by the diamond borders. And so kind of interesting team comps going on here. We do have an AD heavy team here for this blue team, and for purple team they're very mixed. Udyr's kind of a mix of both depending on how he builds. We'll see. We'll get a better idea of what he's building once this game loads, and it should load here very shortly. And voila! I say and you shall receive. Apparently I am the god of this world. Oh god, that sounds narcissistic. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this commentary off the hook. And that should be our lane matchups here. So as far as initial items go, so far nothing out of the ordinary. I'm just going to point them out when it's out of the ordinary. And let's see what everybody's running for the blue team. We've got Jayce. Looks like he is running a little bit of hybrid, but it looks like he's running marks, a little bit of attack damage. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on here, but he does have a little bit of hybrid penetration, so he's probably 21-9. Maybe 21-09, not quite sure there. It looks like he might be starting Raise Red, which is kind of an interesting choice. Anyway, so it looks like for the Shen, he is running 9021 with armor reds. I'm not quite sure what he's doing for his reds. What's his AD at? 62. It's probably armor, MR. Could be. I'm not quite sure. Might be attack speed. What's his attack speed at? I don't know. It's hard to see there. And for the Twitch, looks like he's going standard 21-9 is what I would expect on him. For the Kha'Zix, looks like he is running probably 21-9. Could be 21-09. I would guess 21-9. He does have quite a bit of AD, so it looks like he is running that AD armor pen sort of style, and looks like Shen is having problems here getting into the game. I don't know what's going on there. Looks like Janna is running magic pen marks, but it looks like she's some sort of combination of defensive and utility trees. So she does have that cooldown reduction, 4%. So kind of interesting there. And that's it for blue team. For the purple team, looks like they're going to be starting Wolves Blue, and for the Jayce, looks like he's running the combination of armor pen and the flat AD, and it looks like Shen still hasn't loaded. We're going to spectate this game regardless, and hopefully it works out well. And it looks like for Ashe, 21-9 is what I would expect. Looks like we're seeing a gank here at this mid very early versus the ReginaId, and it looks like it's going to bring him a little low, but not enough to be super crazy significant. So, and okay, there's the reconnect. Kha'Zix looks like he is running. Oh, we've already done that. I'm sorry. Who are we on? Ashe. We just did Fizz. Looks like he's running very hybrid. I would guess he's going like 30. 30-0-0, maybe 21-0-0. I'm not quite sure there, but I'm guessing he's going like full on offensive tree. Blitzcrank looks like he's just running like 0-21-9 or some sort of combination between defensive and utility, and it looks like Udyr is running armor pen. So he is going to be going the AD Udyr, which recently did get a buff there. Tiger Stance is now AD damage if I recall. But he hasn't even gotten that yet. Interesting. So, looks like that is a recap of what everybody's going. Looks like we saw some initial damage here. We're going to back it up here because I was busy looking at what everybody was building. Looks like Twitch just got caught a little bit out of position. Does Blitz land the pole? Yep, Blitz lands the pole. That's what happens. Gets brought down a little bit. Forced to flash away. Exhaust going down on the Ashe to ensure that he does get away. So, nice little pull there from the Blitz. And now Twitch is going to have to play very defensive because he does only have that Doran's Blade. He does have shields as well. So, hopefully he does get his health back up from the health gain from that Doran's Blade. It looks like Jayce is trying to abuse that level advantage that he does have from that Shen. Holy crap. I'm sorry. I looked away for just a moment and apparently Twitch just dies. So Twitch just poking away there. Oh god, don't. I just want to see down here. And she just flashes to pick up the kill. And it looks like Fizz manages to do enough damage to that Kha'Zix to force him back. So nice little play there from the Ashe. Just managing to poke that Twitch, overstaying his welcome just a little bit there. And Shen is going to have some huge problems here just because he has that level disadvantage. And he didn't go the like cloth armor and pots or something. He decided to go with that elixir of fortitude for that early game. A burst heal plus health and additional damage. And I think this Janna is dead. Nice knock up there, and that will be enough to save her for now. Just enough, and it looks like Atomic is going to push this to rob as much experience as possible from this Twitch and prevent this Janna from CSing too much. It looks like she managed to get a couple CS there. So, Jayce, meanwhile, poking away at this top turret, and looks like ReginaId is trying to mess with this Kha'Zix just a little bit. Looks like he headed back, and it looks like he just decided to get Doran's ring on his first back? I forget what he bought on his first go. So, on his first back, looks like Twitch decided to go with that longsword, so nothing too out of the ordinary. As far as team comps go, we do have a lot of CC on this blue team. Like, it's a pretty crazy amount of CC, and while the purple team relies a lot more on mobility and blitz pulls and whatnot, and Kha'Zix taking some pretty incredible damage here, trying to do damage to this Fizz, but you gotta be careful. Fizz, like, when he's not going to be alone there, he's going to take some pretty incredible damage. And does he have the Playful Trickster back up? Holy crap, he just whiffed everything. And now he's going to die because he whiffed everything. But he does manage to pick up the Kha'Zix regardless, plus an assist, though, to that Jack. So, unfortunate there. But it happens. So, looks like blue team's pushing out a little bit here. They do need to be very careful of this of that blitz pulls underneath the turrets. They will try to keep a keen eye on that bottom lane since blitz can be such a volatile lane. And Udyr going towards mid to guard that guard that turret from taking too much damage from the ReginaId that was dead. I mean the Fizz, sorry. Even though he is ReginaId. Anyway, looks like Jayce is going to start poking away at this turret. Shen trying to land a taunt there underneath the turret to do a little bit of damage, but this Shen, you can't do that. You can't just let him poke you. Stop it, Shen. Anyway, Fizz back in his lane, not doing too much so far. As far as CS goes, nobody is crazy far ahead. Well, Jayce is, but keep that in mind, he was DC'd. And pretty decent amount of damage, and I think Ashe is going to die here. Wump wump, and down she goes to that little passive damage there with his Deadly Venom. So it looks like Jayce is finally going to head back here. This is going to give Shen a little bit of an ability to probably get a little bit of that XP and CS back, but he is almost 30 CS behind this Jayce, so they do need to be very careful. Fizz trying to do what he can, but he is getting brought relatively low here by this Kha'Zix. We'll see how this goes. I expect we see a fight here. Whiffs the fish, and here comes the Jayce. There's the Playful Trickster to prevent the stun from being too far out, and there's a little bit of damage forcing this ReginaId back. God, I keep calling him ReginaId. I mean Fizz. I always call him by their champion names. Anyway, forcing that Fizz to go back, and that's going to force Udyr to probably protect this lane once again. So, while he is getting additional lane experience, this is forcing this Udyr to show lane presence at any of the other lanes. So it looks like on his first back, Shen decided to get that Chain Vest. That should provide him a lot more ability to take the damage from that Jayce, since I think that Jayce is running a fair amount of armor pen, if I recall correctly. Let's take a quick peek. Not too much, so. But that will provide him with a little bit to prevent that poke there from those Qs and whatnot. Oh, lands a nice pull there on the Twitch, but Twitch is going to be able to stealth. Little damage going down there on the Janna. There's a nice slow. Let's see if this Ashe goes down. Janna taking some incredible damage. There's the Janna ultimate to force that Blitz away. Oh god, Twitch, you're in trouble. Get out of there. You've chased too long, and now he just dies. If Blitz landed that pull, that would have been a double kill, but unfortunately, that's how it goes. Twitch over chasing there without the ward coverage that they need, and now Janna needs to go because we've got multiple people that can die fairly well, and we've got a faux bear chasing after her, but it looks like they decided to fall back there. Janna is one of the queen of CCs there with that tornado and her slows, so... And it looks like purple team is going to go back to their respective lanes. Kha'Zix manages to get a little bit ahead on that CS, but since Fizz did get that assist there, he isn't too far behind on that gold, so... And the more relevantly, this Ashe is starting to get a little bit ahead of this Twitch, even though it's not crazy significant yet. So there is almost 1,000 gold advantage in favor of this purple team, but once when it's that minor, and it looks like we're seeing it engage in the jungle here. Jax doing some pretty incredible damage to this Udyr. Udyr gets forced back there, and Jax, afraid of this Jayce, gets forced back, but purple team is roaming. But Ashe arrow is coming across the screen, and we're going to watch that whiff off the screen. Whomp. And it looks like Fizz managing to catch that Kha'Zix. If he had landed that fish, it would have been a lot worse for him, but manages to leap over that wall before the Fizz does too much damage to him. Jax, meanwhile, goes back to his jungle. Blitz kind of hanging out there, trying to catch him. Fizz doing a little bit of damage there, and meanwhile, at bottom lane, Janna and Ashe are trying to manhandle... Not Janna and Ashe. Janna and Twitch are trying to manhandle this Ashe, but I guess groping is not on the menu for the night. Oh, puns. Okay, anyway, back to mid lane. It looks like Fizz is doing a little bit of damage to that Kha'Zix, but not enough to pick up the kill. Jayce trying to land those Qs whenever possible, and here comes the gank here on this mid lane. Twitch doing that playful trickster goodness that he is well known for, and it looks like Twitch manages to pick up that early turret, and this Ashe is taking some pretty considerable damage. Blitz is going to be able to save her, but no, he is not because of that expunge. Way too much damage, and down goes the Fizz at mid lane, and now blue team is starting to make a nice little comeback. There is the Shen ultimate on the Kha'Zix, going to be enough to bring him back into safety, and nobody dies at that mid turret, and yeah, they could probably do dragon. They're all pretty low though. But yeah, they could do it. So many people are dead for purple team. This should provide them with a nice little gold advantage. Jax with Jax tanking and the Janna shields, that should be more than enough to do this fairly safely, even though purple team does have that pink ward there. And that can be enough for them to deal with the dragon. But they are going to be aware. They do have vision of this team going back, so they will have some safety here for a little bit. Kha'Zix headed towards this top turret, going to be able to try and save it. I think it's going to go down. Manages to cut the distance, drops the slow. Holy crap, look at that burst. We're going to back that up just so we can see it again. We saw it coming. Oh, he was just low. Kha'Zix, why'd you go in that low? Just a nice reaction time. I think he sees the Kha'Zix, turns around, just bitch slaps him. Wow, just rapes that Kha'Zix. Oh man, okay, so right now purple team is in a little bit of hurt. They're down by 1.5k, it looks like. A little more than, so little disadvantage, and it looks like my chat somehow managed to disappear, which is unfortunate, and we're going to try and bring that back up. So, sorry we're missing out on that chat. I know it's sometimes kind of reveals a little bit of what people's doing. It looks like Jayce finally does have that mana moon, so he's going to have a pretty considerable amount of damage. Udyr getting the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, and here comes a gank here on this Twitch, but Janna taking a little bit of damage. There's the exhaust, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Nope, not going to be enough. That playful trickster is just too much escape potential there. And it looks like it's going to force Reginald to stick around for this three-man push. Here comes an Ashe arrow, though, but it's going to whiff. Whew! But it is going to hit the Udyr. Oh, God, no. Nope. Almost gets the Shen. Anyway, it looks like they're pushing away at this turret. Blitz manages to land the pull there. Kha'Zix trying to pick up a kill, but they do. Fizz manages to pick up the Twitch underneath the turret. Down goes the Fizz, though, to the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix taking a little bit of damage, and here comes the Udyr, but I'm not sure if he can take this Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix does some pretty incredible damage when he's alone in the jungle like that. Like, I don't think Udyr can duel him, and Kha'Zix knows better than to chase the Udyr underneath his turret, because that bear stance can be pretty brutal. Can be a brutal mauling underneath those turrets. So, top lane, not too eventful. Shen just ulting around the turret, just farming wherever he can, and it looks like he is slowly coming back into this, but he is still 40 CS behind that Jayce, which is a problem. It's definitely a problem, and I think this Kha'Zix, does he have his leap back up? Nope. Oh, let's see what happens here. Kha'Zix is on the run. We got a bear, though, but there's a nice slow. Oh, manages to get in the jungle, and here's the Twitch. Even if they do get this Kha'Zix, this Udyr is definitely dead. Jayce is going to be able to support a little bit here, forcing that Ashe to flash away, but, uh-oh. Jayce manages to land the slow, but that acceleration gate might be enough to save him. There's a nice Shen taunt, and down goes the Jayce there to the Shen. So that is a very nice gold bonus that Shen got, and down goes the Janna to the Fizz with the playful trickster. Fizz now might be able to pick up this kill on the Shen, going to bring him very low, but down goes both of them to this Twitch, managing to pick up yet another kill there with his passive. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And it looks like Jax is, meanwhile, going to split push at this bottom lane, and now blue team does have a 2.5k gold advantage, so that's a little rough. That's a little rough indeed. It looks like Twitch is just going to farm the jungle just a little bit, and then he's going to push on this turret. Kind of interesting to decide to do race. He should have tried to push and take this mid turret instead, because taking these mid turrets is very useful. It opens up the map so much for your team, cuts so much vision, makes it so your team can be just that much more in control of the map, which is huge. So as far as items go, let's see. Looks like Shen's going to be getting a Sunfire Cape as soon as possible. He does have quite a bit of armor here going on. Fizz looks like he's going to be rushing Lichbane. Kha'Zix looks like he's going to be getting a Bloodthirster. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Everybody's going pretty standard build so far. Udyr is the only one that I'm a little saddened by his clear time so far. But I don't know, he's just unable to farm nearly as much as he needs to, and he's starting to get a little bit behind. And that's the problem that we're seeing, because he was forced to defend those lanes so much. Shen doing a little bit of damage here, but here comes the Kha'Zix. Jayce bitch slapping that Shen away, but it looks like he is going to get away just fine. And we're seeing a 3-man gank here. Landing a nice Q there on both of them is going to alleviate a little bit of pressure, but it looks like they're going to start wailing away at this turret, and it looks like he's going to start trying to do what he can to defend this, and we're going to drop the interface, see if this Jayce can get away. There's the acceleration gate. Kha'Zix doing some pretty incredible damage, and down he goes with the Shen taunt, managing to assure it. Sorry about that, boop. I'm not sure what happened, but apparently I have new hardware. Anyway, Reginald goes down there to the Twitch. This Twitch is super fed. I'm not quite sure what exactly is going on with my computer while this is going on, but all sorts of kills, all sorts of turrets going down. Holy cow. We're going to back it up just so we can see all this again, because my computer was distracting me while it was going on. So, Fizz just... Wow, this is just carnage. Shen doing what he can here, manages to stun the Blitz there with the Jax stun, and they ensure the kill. Jax getting a nice kill. Looks like they're going to push up the lane. Meanwhile, Ashe is split pushing at this bottom turret, but it looks like they're going to take the tier 2 mid turret in response. But Kha'Zix manages to pick up the top turret as well. Ashe Ashe looks like she's going to return back. Meanwhile, at mid lane, Jax is got that fully fledged passive, and this is where he starts pounding on these turrets and moshing that turret into the ground, and it looks like he is going to get it. Jax doing a little bit of poke. Not Jax. Jayce doing a little bit of poke, and I think Jax might go down. Nice little ward leap there. Fizz still managing to cut the distance, doing some nice damage, but Kha'Zix comes in from the side, picks up the Fizz, and Jayce goes down. Jayce is still chasing Udyr, bearing on. And Jayce landing a nice Q there, bringing them even lower. And Shen doing a nice taunt to try and distract. Kha'Zix trying to do a little bit of damage there. Shen shadow dashing away. Nice Janna shield. Going to be able to allow for that Shen to get away. And now this 4-man purple push is slightly negated because it is pushed. Janna is the unsaid hero for sure. And down goes the Jayce there to this Twitch, who is fed. So very fed at this early stage in the game. Well, I guess it's middle stage of this game. So it looks like Twitch is going to try and get this red buff here, which kudos to him. This might be a little dangerous, though. He does have that ward there. Blitz does also drop a ward. If he can get this red buff, that would be huge. Wow, that's going to be pretty big because this Twitch is fed 7 and 4 with a red buff now, and they need to be super careful of him. Not enough pink wards going down there. And there he goes, dropping all sorts of damage. There is the Ashe stun, but oh man, Twitch gets pulled out of position, but manages to pick up the Ashe regardless. And it looks like he's gonna pick up the Blitz. And oh my gosh, let's see if he can pick up the Udyr. We're gonna watch this. Kha'Zix comes in, helps ensure the kill. There's the triple kill, but Jayce manages to pick it up with a long range Q. That grab just, yeah, that was poorly played, and it looks like Jayce managed to pick up the dragon while all that fighting was going on, and now the gold advantage is about 7k in blue team's favor. Kha'Zix leaping in, Janna baiting this Jayce out, and down goes the Jayce. I think purple team's just trying to have a good time now, and Fizz is just dueling it out here with this Shen. Shen is trying to do what he can, but down he's going to go there to that Fizz passive damage with his W, so... Womp womp. What were you expecting, Shen? You didn't do that. No, you weren't getting away from that. Anyway, lots of turrets down here for this purple team. Is going to prove a little rough, but we'll see how it goes. Purple team does have some pretty strong poke and damage capabilities. Plus, they do have some pretty good initiation with the Ashe arrows and the Blitz pulls. So we'll see. They're not out of this game yet. If these Blitz pulls can prove anything, because blue team, the biggest thing that they have suffer from is they don't have a really hard initiator. Like Shen can initiate kind of, but he has to be really close, and the team fight has to be very almost developed for him to taunt. And Jax can initiate, but he's not really a hard initiator. He's just kind of he's there. Like, he can initiate, but it's a little bit rough. And you don't want Kha'Zix really initiating, especially when he's building kind of like a glass cannon build like he's doing right now with the Bloodthirster, Mana Moon, and the Brutalizer. Well, that's a very glass cannon. What's he evolved so far? I know he's evolved Leap. And his W, obviously. I used to love evolving Q first, but that only works with people who do not know how to play around Kha'Zix, like... And it looks like purple team is slightly concerned about the Baron, and they should be. Blue team is approaching that point where they could start doing Baron, and they do have the gold advantage over them. Plus, Jayce will destroy Baron very, very quickly because he does have that Blade of the Rune King, and with that bonus attack speed that he does get with his ultimate, that's pretty scary. Plus, Twitch is fed. Hey guys, Twitch is fed. Fun fact. It looks like we're about to see an initiation here. Kha'Zix leaping in, doing a little bit of slow pokage. And Fizz is going to be joining the fight here very shortly. And it looks like we're going to see a full-fledged fight break out here. Blue team looks like their side, maybe we don't want to fight underneath this turret 5v5, just because they do have quite a bit of dangerous like things with the poles, the Udyr stuns, like it's like Ashe arrow. If they get caught out of position with an Ashe arrow, that's just rough. So it looks like the ward manages to get picked up there at the Baron, which is going to prove very relevant because now purple team does not have vision of that Baron, and well, it's going to be back up. But that pink ward is still there and providing lots and lots of vision. It looks like purple team is going to be trying to push. Nice Ashe arrow goes down. Fizz landing the ultimate, and Janna is going to go down as well. This is that initiation that I was talking about. That Ashe arrow was just huge. And the purple team poking away at this turret. Oh god, the blitz pull manages to land a triple kill for this Fizz. And down goes this turret. Shen and Jax are nowhere to be seen, and this tier 2 turret is going to go down as well, most likely. The poking is going on. Shen, he can't do anything here. Nope. If he goes in right now, he'll just get destroyed. Blitz looks like he was going to try and pull him, but decides against it. Purple team going to fall back after getting those 2 turrets. Now the goal advantage is only 3k in, well, 3.5k in blue team's favor. So could prove for a nice little back and forth team game here, which is what I like to see. I like the back and forth. I don't like it where one team's ahead, or they make one mistake and then the other team just pushes for the win. Like, I really hate that. So, like, it's better than when it's completely one-sided, but when the fight has when the team game has these sort of dynamics of who's in the lead, I think it's awesome. So, and it looks like we're clearing more wards here. Blue team once again clearing that purple ward, and now, oh god, Janna, fall back, Janna, what are you doing? Like, Jax can do a lot of damage, yes, but the rest of your team is not there, and Fizz can do some pretty incredible damage, especially with having Lichbane, Sork Boots, and a little bit of AP. By a little bit, I mean he's probably at 200. 219, so that's pretty decent for this early in the game, and having a Lichbane. Ashe arrow whiffs, and now blue team has a strong engage going on, even though that blitz is still there, but they're all at relatively full. This Jax might get picked up. Kha'Zix gets pulled into the back line. Udyr manages to pick up the kill. Shen ult going down, but not able to save anybody. Jayce doing what he can here to pick up people. Down goes the Shen. Jax is still alive somehow, but it goes down. Purple team trying to swing back, and this Janna is going to go down as well, and there is an ace for purple team. And this should be an inhib if they can play this right. Purple team is pushing up this lane with that. Oh, they're going to go for Baron. Yeah, that's definitely the right call. If they have the health. Who's going to tank it? This is going to be rough. Well, I guess they're going to have Jayce tank it. That's fine. He's got a little bit of sustain with that Bloodthirster. But this is still very dangerous. Because the Udyr is Okay, now they're going to toggle it to Ashe. Here comes the Fizz. Looks like he's going to tank it for a little bit. And down goes the Baron. Purple team now has brought this gold advantage to even. And they also have that Baron buff. So, a nice little comeback there from their little foray into into being behind. And so, we've got a game on our folks, my friends. We've got a game. But this Twitch is still very, very scary. But he is 10-7, so he's not as fed as he was before. Ashe finally gets that static shiv. She does have IE and static shiv. As far as other items, Jax, Blade of the Rune King, Shen with that Sunfire Cape. Looks like blue team's going to go for this dragon in response. And that should provide him with a slight gold advantage, but it's not crazy significant. I think the biggest problem that we're seeing right now is blue team is too glass cannon-y. I think that's the biggest problem that we're seeing. Their initiators are not tanky enough. Like Shen, like I said, Shen is not really... Oh god, Ashe, you're dead. Flash taunt for the kill, and now blue team might be able to do a strong push here. Like, we do have 4 people with that Baron buff, and Fizz is going to counter with pushing for this turret. He might be able to pick it up here. Looks like he's going to push away here. Meanwhile, at this bottom lane, blue team is going to push, and they're going to be able to take down this turret, plugging away. Jax trying to initiate in there, doing a nice stun. Let's see if they can pick up this Jayce. Jayce going down there. Twitch doing what he can, manages to pick up the turret, and down, this Udyr is out of position, and down he goes to the Jax. And now Twitch is just clearing waves with that ultimate there. And it looks like they're going to do a little bit more pushing here. Going to be able to take down this tier 3 turret at the bottom lane, and they might be able to pick up this inhib. Fizz throws out the ultimate, but unable to land it on anybody, and down goes this inhibitor. There goes the Ashe arrow, and they're going to have forced to linger a little bit longer than they like, trying to defend this Twitch, but he does manage to stealth. But this Blitz is here, manages to land the pull on the Kha'Zix, punch him up while he's mid-leap. Fizz taking a considerable amount of damage, but with that Baron buff still on him, he's going to be able to sustain out of it. Ashe kiting, but goes down to the Shen there with a dagger to the face. Blitz managing to pick up the Twitch while that's going on, and now Shen is forced to run away from this Blitz, but I don't think this Blitz could take him down even if he tried. And he'd try indeed. He did. So it looks like purple team does have a nice push going on mid turret, but since they do have that inhib down, it's going to be a little rough. Looks like they're going to try and go for the dragon, but the dragon is down. So unfortunate for them. Oh, this is a game, folks. I'm excited. Can you hear it in my voice? Anyway, purple team is still trying to chase the Shen down. Really? That seems like a mistake to me, because now all blue team is back up. Shen is almost back home, and it looks like they've burned a lot of time here. A lot of time. Unable to do anything. Looks like they're all going to head back and try and buy. Oh god, Fizz. There's the ultimate, doing a little bit of damage there, managing to avoid a lot of the damage, though, with that that evasion on his Counter-Strike. I forgot the name of that spell. And it looks like purple team is going to be forced to fall back here just because that Janna Twitch combo is such a potent slow combo. Plus, not to mention Jax and the slow on Kha'Zix. Oh god, Fizz. Manages to jump, land the slow, and I think you might be dead, Fizz. I think you might be dead. ReginaId's a good player, but right now he's just being too greedy. He needs to fall back. He's being too aggressive. Too aggressive. As far as items goes, Kha'Zix does have that black cleaver now, so he is like a true glass cannon assassin killer right now. He does have the home guard merc tread, so he can move around the map a little bit more readily. Oh god, Jayce. You're a little out of position. Did they just walk past each other? That's hilarious. Hilarious. And this Ashe is in trouble. And down she's going to go here. And now purple team is having some problems. She throws out the arrow, but it goes through everybody. Everybody. And blue team manages to pick up yet another turret here. And it looks like they might be able to get a second inhib down here. Because they do. It is a 4v5 right now. But we'll see how this goes. And now Fizz trying to initiate there. Jax taking quite a bit of damage there from the turret, but we've got Shen taking all sorts of turret hits, and now here comes the Kha'Zix. Fizz managing to pick up the Shen, and we've got the Kha'Zix here clearing the back line, manages to pick up, Jayce manages to pick up the Kha'Zix before he goes down, and oh, Jayce is still alive. I'm impressed. Okay, so, nice. Nice. So nice little engage there. It's still a very, very close game. And once this inhib comes back up, blue team really doesn't have that crazy of an advantage. They do have okay initiation still, but since they're also glass cannon-y besides Shen, like they're really relying on Shen to initiate these team fights, or Jax to initiate with Shen ulting him. Like that's going to be the best ways for them to initiate. And it looks like Baron buff is going to be back up, so it looks like Jax is going to head back, heal up, get full mana, and then they're going to re-enter the fray. Everybody's headed back. Looks like we're going to see a big Baron fight here relatively soon. As far as the items go, we do see Udyr finally. He's just going full on tank. Holy crap. Look at all that armor. All that armor. He just wants to be able to tank all day. He needs to get a little bit of damage, like either a Trinity now or I wonder, Iceborne Gauntlet. I'm not really an Udyr player, but I assume he really likes those Sheen-like items. So Iceborne Gauntlet is actually probably what he wants, because that will give him more armor, and since they are fairly AD heavy, it's going to be very good. Fizz doing a little bit of damage here to the Shen, but I don't think it's going to be enough to pick up the kill. There's the Ignite, going to bring him pretty low. Manages to do a little bit more damage, but now this Fizz is going to be in a little bit of trouble here, because he's deep in enemy territory with no support. I don't know, this Fizz is just like throwing this game here for this team. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. Trying to pick up kills, trying to be a hero, and now blue team has a 4v3 push going on with both of their carries down for purple team. So this is rough. This looks like this tier 3 middle and turret is going to go down here. Just because Jax, once he gets into that distance, and not to mention Kha'Zix can clear turrets apparently amazingly when he goes glass cannon. And it looks like they're going to be able to pick it up. Udyr and trying to initiate here, but they don't have the damage. They might be able to pick them up, some people. And there's the Janna ultimate forcing the re-initiation to have to occur. And Jayce is caught way out of position, forced to run away, and let's see if he can get the chases on. A little bit of engage going on still here. Udyr goes down to that Shen taunt. Kha'Zix manages to pick up the Jayce while that is going on. And now both of these inhibs are going to go down, and purple team is in a world of hurt. This Fizz. ReginaId, you're a good player, but right now, you're killing me. You're killing me. And I don't understand why my computer keeps beeping at me. I'm not sure if you're picking up that noise, and I'm sorry if you are. But apparently, it thinks something is being connected and reconnected. So, looks like Fizz trying to initiate once again here on the Shen. I don't know why he's focusing the Shen and not like anybody else. But nice damage there. Ashe doing some pretty incredible damage. Forced to flash away from this Twitch. Twitch doing what he can. Fizz trying to pick him up, but this Twitch just not doing enough. They're just letting this Fizz rampage through their team. Udyr trying to stun, manages to pick up the Janna, but down he goes to the Twitch, and this third and hit might go down. Jayce comes in, picks off the Shen, and manages to cut the distance and take down that Twitch. Jayce is the hero here, and gets the ace, and it's going to be enough for him to at least save that third inhib, which is huge, but I don't think it's going to be enough for this purple team to make a comeback. They're going to have to, it's all going to depend on this final Baron fight, which I assume is going to be the next big thing, unless blue team just decides to brute force their way up, because this Nexus turret might go down even with Jayce defending, so, but we shall see. As far as item goes, Kha'Zix does have a Warmogs now, so I'm not sure what he'll build for the last one, maybe an Atma, because aePmogs is a potent combo on him, but maybe he'll get a Mob Malmortis instead. I'm not quite sure what exactly he'll build, but it's probably one of those two items. Let's see. Shen does also have that Warmogs. Janna going full support. She does have that Shirelia's and the Locket of Iron Solari now, and it looks like we are seeing everybody move towards this Baron. Blitz dropping the ward over the wall. Remember, Kha'Zix can just ravage Baron. Absolutely ravage. Just because it is an isolated target, and he can do all sorts of damage with his Q, and especially when he goes Glass Cannon. And here comes the fight. Janna is caught way out of position, but it looks like she's just baiting out this team so that they can do this Baron. And Jax manages to pick up the Baron, and now, Blitz, you are dead. You are just dead. Way too much CC. Twitch manages to pick up that kill. Kha'Zix leaps in and tries to do a little bit of damage to that Ashe, managing to bring her a little low. And Janna goes down to that Ashe. And it looks like Fizz goes down to the Twitch. Twitch manages to get the double kill. Kha'Zix managing to leap over the wall, do a little bit of slow. Ashe manages to pick up that Kha'Zix, but down he goes to that Twitch. Twitch getting all sorts of kills here. Twitch goes down to the Jayce, and now it's just Jayce, Jax, and Shen. And now Jax is just going to ignore the rest of this team fight and take down this inhib. While Shen it keeps this this Jax busy. And down goes the Shen, but Jayce is here, and he is chunking these turrets. And down goes this first Nexus turret. Jayce is coming, and this is gonna be really hard for Jayce to defend. Jayce and Jax. Why did they have to pick those champions? Jax just ravages the Jayce. Holy crap! Down goes that third inhib, down goes the second Nexus, and this is going to be... Well, I'm not sure if they can even stop this this Jax from chunking this turret down. This Nexus down. Well, down he goes. Holy crap, he manages to escape with a nice leap, but the Udyr is chasing. And purple team is trying to defend as much as possible. Zeal's strong. Okay. It's not over till the fat lady sings, folks. Not over yet. Jax manages to steal the red there for that purple team, so that's going to be pretty huge. And not as huge as all three inhibs being down and both Nexus turrets. So we'll see if purple team can make a comeback. They're going to have to do a pretty incredible engage here. Blue team doesn't have that Baron buff any longer besides on that Jax, so that is something to be noted, but it is... I always lose when I try hard. And it looks like blue team is just ravaging this purple team's jungle, and Dragon's going to go down here. Looks like they're just going to let the lanes push as much as possible go, and then they're going to try and push for this win. And here comes the push. Jax isn't in this fight yet, and he is definitely a hard carrier. Purple team, the only way that I can see that they win this is if they can take out Jax and Twitch immediately. But I'm not sure if they could even stop this if they pushed on the Nexus. Ashe Arrow manages to catch the Janna out of position, and down she goes. That's definitely a start, but they needed to do that for the Twitch more so. Blitz forced to flash over the wall, and now they're focusing the Shen. Shen gets brought incredibly low. Fizz taking some incredible damage, and now Udyr is going to go down to that Twitch. Twitch is just in the backline doing all sorts of damage. Manages to land the slow there. Down goes the Ashe before she can flash away fully. Jayce goes down. Jax goes down. Jayce goes down. All the Jays go down. And there's an ace? Oh, God. You need to defend. You need to defend. You need to defend. Oh, Blitz and Shen duking it out. But Fizz can't defend this. I'm not sure if Blitz could even defend it with his help. The game's over. Okay, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy it. I was a little unfortunate because I'm pretty sure... Oh... No, this game's over. Once those last minions go down, there's just too many super creeps. Okay. Okay, so it was kind of a fun game, but it was Reginald's fault that his team lost, in my opinion. Even though Ashe made some mistakes, Udyr got a little bit behind, but Fizz, his inability to control the early game of his lane forced the jungle to support too much on that mid turret, and then he tried too much to engage on He tried to force too many engages on weird targets, like trying to burst down Shen. What is that? Stop that. So, anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to comment down in the comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Hit that like button, favorite, subscribe, share with... You know the drill. It's YouTube. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.